Hello, Paul Carr here. This is the first video for E flat horn grade 2 playing Where is Love from Oliver. Make sure that you've got that music open and ready. And the first thing we need to do is check that your instrument is in tune with this piano. I'm going to play the note on the piano which should sound the same as your note C. So play a C at the same time as I play the piano and listen and check that they sound about the same. How's that sounding? Here it is once again. Okay, let's have a look at the music. Firstly, there are 4 bars of rests before you start to play, and you need to count those carefully. Each bar has 4 beats in it, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, play. And remember to breathe on beat 4 of the last of those bars so that you're ready to play in exactly the right place. I'm going to play the accompaniment for those first 4 bars for you now and see if you can play your first note in the right place. I'll count along with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play. How was that? Let's do that once more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Breathe, play. Now, once you've got to that point and you've started to play, you've got in okay, then the piano accompaniment mainly sits under your tune. But it has some interesting phrases of its own which happen while you're holding long notes. For example, in the second bar that you play, while you hold your E on, the piano plays this. So you need to count really carefully and remember to breathe before the first beat of the next phrase so that it happens at just the right place. So let's now play again from the very beginning. Count your rests during the introduction carefully and we'll go right through to bar 12. Okay, so that's got us through to the end of bar 12, and at that point there's a repeat mark, so you go back and play the first 8 bars that you play again, but this time without the piano introduction. So let's now do that from the very beginning with the repeat. Here we go. Okay, so now we've got to the end of bar 12 for the second time, and we're into the second half of the piece, so from bar 13. And again, the piano accompaniment has some interesting things to do during your long notes. For example, bar 14, the piano does this. And in bar 16, while you're holding your G, the piano does this. So again, it's really important you count the long notes carefully. The good news is that the more you listen to this and the more you play with this, the easier it gets, because you start to recognise what the accompaniment is playing during your held notes. So now we're going to play from bar 13, just for a little, and I'll count you in. Here we go, bar 13. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Okay, did you remember to count your notes for the right length of time? Did it all fit together okay? The final thing to say before we get to the end is when you get to the last note, you need to have taken a very big breath, because it's 2 bars of 4 beats, so 8 beats altogether. Quite a long note, and I'll count that through with you when we get to it this time, so you know when to come off. So let's go from bar 13 right through to the end. Bar 13, I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Okay, now remember, you can repeat this video as many times as you like to be absolutely sure that you know what you're doing with counting and how to fit with the accompaniment. And when you're ready, I'll see you in the next video for a complete performance of this piece all of the way through.